So the phrase personal injury lawyer is something that a lot of people have probably seen. You may see that on billboards or other advertisements. A lot of folks may not understand exactly what that phrase does mean. And I do more than personal injury work, but personal injury is a big part of what I do here in Charleston, West Virginia. And personal injury can encompass a lot of different things. Some of the more well-known types of personal injury work might be a simple car wreck case. There are other types of personal injury as well, though. Some of them may involve cases, unfortunately, we'll see sexual abuse cases, for example, in schools, or abuse cases by someone who has some sort of caregiver or guardian position over someone. We may see personal injury cases that involve someone who gets injured while they're walking through a work site, whether they work in the place or there's someone who just happens to be in an area where work is being done. Any type of personal injury can be anything that involves, generally speaking, a physical injury to a person that may or may not require medical treatment, but usually does. For example, in some of the abuse cases, you may not really suffer a physical injury, but it's still a personal injury if someone has been sexually or physically abused in some way. But most of the personal injury cases you're going to see that are handled here in Charleston are going to be cases where someone who's actually they've been hurt and they need to go to the doctor because of their injury. Or sometimes, some of the worst cases, obviously, a personal injury case can also involve what's called a wrongful death, where someone has been killed as a result of the negligence or some mistake that someone else has made. So personal injury can also involve death cases. And we handle all types of that kind of work, and not just in Charleston. We do personal injury work all throughout the state of West Virginia. I'm licensed to practice law in all state and federal courts in the state of West Virginia, and I've handled appeals in the state as well. So my firm handles personal injury cases all over the state, not just in Charleston, West Virginia, but throughout the state of West Virginia. We've handled cases all the way over to the tip of the eastern panhandle, to the tip of the northern panhandle, all the way down to the southernmost part of the state, and all points in between. So we truly serve the entire state of West Virginia. Being in Charleston, I think, can be helpful because there's a lot of stuff that goes on here, especially if you get involved in appeals. It's nice to be in Charleston, but we handle cases statewide. And personal injury cases are a big part of what we do, not all of what we do, but it's what you see a lot of times. For example, again, car wreck cases are the most classic type of personal injury, but it really can encompass a lot of different injuries to folks and people who do need legal help.